Mate, the world of politics is a weird one. And speaking of politics, right, Americans will be voting for a new president very soon, because the current one's past his expiration date. But listen, right, choosing who to vote for can be a very difficult thing to do. Because of course, right, every election is basically a battle of policies, and it's the politician with the better ones that wins. Ha! Just kidding, mate. That's not what happens at all. It's not the policy and being the better candidate that wins or loses you an election, right? It's often other stupid stuff. And some of the stuff that has played a part in ending or not ending politicians' campaigns in the past is fucking insane. And also really interesting. So to show how fucking insane voting can be, right, I thought I'd go over a few examples of the stupidest things to affect or not affect political campaigns and careers in the past. Because seeing this might help people not do the same in the future. And I have another video coming out soon, right, about debates and shit or something, I don't know, right? But whatever, let's go! For a sandwich? In May 2015, right, British politician Ed Miliband's campaign for Prime Minister came to a grinding halt when newspapers successfully ruined him by leaking pictures exposing him doing a disgusting act, right, that no decent politician or human being would ever do. Eating a bacon sandwich. This picture of him eating a bacon sandwich ended his political run for Prime Minister. I'm not joking. Which fully makes no sense, right? Because it's not like he was running for Prime Minister in Saudi Arabia or some other Islamic country where bacon's not allowed, right? This was the United Kingdom, where 70% of the population lives on a diet of tea, Walker's crisps, and bacon fucking sandwiches. But a Prime Minister isn't allowed to have those. For some reason. Stupid. British people saw him as not fit to be Prime Minister because the newspaper said so, because he eats fucking sandwiches, and the voting public bought into it, even though they do the same themselves. What the fuck? 3. A random noise. In January 2004, former governor of Vermont, Howard Dean, was running to be the Democratic nominee, and things got off to a great start. He was given a speech where he was rallying his supporters and naming all the states where they're going to go and get even more support, right?
And North Dakota and New Mexico, and we're going to California.
And the crowd are loving it. And so is he. Look at him. Look at his little face, mate. Isn't he cute? But then, right, he ends his political campaign with this.
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
And this scream ended his political campaign. Again, I'm not joking. So much so, right, that Dave Chappelle famously even took the piss out of it.
Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
But yeah, mate, a random sound ended that political campaign. For all we know, right, Howard Dean could have been the greatest president the world would ever know, but unfortunately we'll never know, right, because of this. Unfucking believable. But hold on to your seats, right, because it gets worse. Mate, every election, right, the main thing voters look for is which option will make life better for them and leave them with more money in their pocket. Well, that option's easy, mate, because with its laundry list of benefits, your vote should always go to NordVPN. Mate, on top of protecting you and all that other nerdy shit, right, NordVPN can improve your life and save you money. Listen, right, companies often charge people in less developed countries way cheaper prices based on the average salaries over there. And NordVPN lets you access those cheaper prices. Like, for example, right, did you not know that Netflix just raised its prices again to $23 a month for Netflix Premium? Selfish pricks, but with NordVPN, you can get it for under $8. Mate, it's fantastic. That's a saving of $183 a year. Mate, NordVPN pays for itself and then some. And not just Netflix, right? All of these services you can get for cheaper. And so much more. All you'd have to do, right, is unsubscribe from your current services, get NordVPN from the link in the description below, and then resubscribe with the new price. It's that fucking easy. And then do whatever you want with all the money you save. It also does all of this too. And not only that, right, but they have a huge Black Friday deal going on right now, right? Well, you'll get a massive discount and 4 months free on a 2-year plan. Mate, NordVPN is the gift that keeps on giving. And mate, they have a risk-free money-back guarantee, so you can try it out for yourself. So what are you waiting for? Go download it at nordvpn.com/grade now! 2. Not knowing what the fuck you're talking about. Back in November 2011, right, CEO of Godfather's Pizza, Herman Cain, was leading polls as the Republican frontrunner, right? And he was asked in a sit-down interview if he agreed with Obama on Libya, which was a huge foreign policy issue at the time, right? With America engaging in military intervention there. As they always fucking do, by the way. Typical America. So this is something he really should know about as a potential president, right? But unfortunately, right, Herman Cain did not have a fucking clue what was going on in Libya. Not a fucking clue. Have a look.
So you agreed with President Obama on Libya or not?
Okay, Libya. I do not agree with the way he handled it for the following reason. No, that's a different one.
See? Didn't have a fucking clue, did he? Mate, he probably doesn't even know what Libya is. Probably thinks it's the medical term for pussy lips. Now listen, this should have ended his campaign for president right there and then, right? Nope! It didn't end his campaign. But do you know what did eventually end his campaign? Him cheating on his wife. So apparently, the allegation that he can't keep his dick in his pants was more important to voters than him not knowing what the fuck is going on with his country. Jesus Christ. But somehow, that isn't even the worst one, because that title belongs to Toronto Mayor Rob Ford. Toronto Mayor Rob Ford might just be the biggest train wreck of a politician to ever live. Because on top of him being Chris Farley reincarnated as a politician, later on in his political career, he got allegations against him that he liked to smoke crack and had been snorting coke with hookers. Mate, smoking crack and hookers! Fucking hell, Rob Ford knows how to party. Mate, doing something like that, right, that's political suicide. But obviously, right, Mayor Rob Ford denied these allegations as ridiculous, right?
Good afternoon, everyone. There has been a serious accusation from the Toronto Star that I use crack cocaine. I do not use crack cocaine.
But he then said,
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
what? He admitted to it, which means that the city of Toronto had a confirmed crackhead as their mayor. Now listen, this obviously ended his political career, right? What? No, mate, it didn't. But inexplicably, right? Do you know what effect it did have? His approval rating went up by 5%. What? Mate, the people of Toronto found out that the guy running their city was smoking crack and they preferred it, which is such a slap in the face for Ed Miliband. Like shit, man, this guy gets crucified for eating sandwiches, but this guy smokes crack and he's rewarded for it. That's insane. Like Jesus tap dancing, back flipping, slam dunking Christ, right? If that doesn't prove once and for all how unbelievably fickle the voting public can be and how they can be swayed or not swayed by the dumbest or the most valid things on earth, then fucking nothing does. But hopefully, right, hearing these voting horror stories helps inspire you guys watching to not vote quite so stupidly yourselves. Because I've always found it weird, right, how there's this urge to tell people, go out and vote, but there's never really an urge to tell people, make sure you've actually done your research on the policies of both candidates before you vote. It's only ever this one, but whatever. By the way, right, I had an extra part to this video that I had to cut out, so that'll be uploaded on the second channel. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, mate. Wishing all the best for everyone in America, right? And hope you guys have a good election. Alright, mate. See you in the next video. Peace.